Did you know that you could use Camtasia Studio to help you with your grading? Many teachers have spent countless hours bleeding red ink all over the papers that their students have handed in to them, in hopes that the students would go back, read the comments, and learn from their mistakes. However, if you have your students hand in their assignments electronically, you can open them up on your computer, launch Camtasia Recorder, press the record button, talk to students through their assignment, point out all the places where they've made errors or need to make adjustments. By making a couple of quick changes inside of Camtasia Recorder, we can make this process even easier. Go ahead and open up Camtasia Recorder and click on the Tools menu and then select Options. When the Options window opens up, make sure you're on the General tab. Come down to the Savings section where we've been working with the Record to CamRec file format. Go ahead and change that file format over to .avi. When you record to a .avi file, you can take those files and send them directly to your students and they can open them up. They don't need Camtasia Studio in order to view that media. Now the file formats can be a little bit large and you may want to go ahead and compress the files afterwards. But this will give you a very quick and easy way to be able to record the videos in a way that you can give them to your students. Next, go over to the Program tab. Here, we'll change a couple of settings in the Workflow section. Uncheck the box for Show Countdown Timer before recording. Once you get in the habit of doing these recordings for your students over and over, you don't want to have to sit and wait for the countdown timer each time to come up on screen. You'll also be able to remember the keyboard command of F10 to stop the recording when you're done, so you won't need the little reminder. Next, check the box next to Hide Preview window after recording is stopped, and make sure that the drop-down menu is set to Save. That way, you don't have to review the materials after you record a response to your students each and every time. Camtasia Studio will automatically bring up the Save dialog box. Let's go ahead and click OK, and I'll show you a quick sample using this sample data table Excel spreadsheet as to how to review a document with your students. I'll go ahead and press the record key and begin recording immediately. Okay, when I opened up this document, I'm looking here and I can see that you've not centered the text here inside of these cells. You want to make sure that you center it, so go ahead and select the cells and come up and click the center button. Next, when I was looking at your document, I noticed that you entered in specific values for each of these totals. That will work, but if you've got a really large data table, that can be quite tedious. A better way to do this would be to click into an open cell, press the equal key on your keyboard, and then go over and click the first cell that you want to add. Press the plus key to create a sum, and then click on the second cell. If you hit return on your keyboard, Excel will do that work for you. You can then copy that down to the rest of the cells by simply grabbing the lower right-hand corner and dragging it down. Now you get the same results, but in each of these cells, you can see right here that there's a formula that's doing the calculation for you. Next time you do this work, I want to see the formulas that you've created so that you're a little bit more efficient. As soon as your recording's done and you press the F10 key, you can then immediately save your document to a convenient location. I would then typically save the file with the student's name. And I'll put it in a convenient location, such as on my desktop. Now I'm ready to review the answers from my next student. By using Camtasia Studio to help you with your grading, your students will get much more effective and rich feedback from you, and their learning will continue to increase.